we have written under the internal CSS. It is one to many, write once, use many times. There we saw like we have written in this way. Then we saw how to create the CSS by tag name. Directly we can write the tag name, and for that we can set the property value inside the curly bracket. Another method we have like CSS by ID. CSS by ID. CSS by ID, if you see, yesterday you have created here. So we can copy this section yesterday and we can paste here again as an example. So go to the CSS by ID.html file and then copy the two line of code and you can add here as an example. We can add here as an example. Okay. Example. After that, yes, it will be this one. Okay, in example, we can add here this two section that we have written yesterday. So whenever we look into this file developer documentation guide, you will understand, okay, ID I can create through the hash, and under that some property value we can write, some property value we can write. So this two line you can add here, it will become an example, syntax and example. Okay, so hope added. Now we can understand how to create the class. CSS, how to create a class and how to call in HTML. So create the next file, CSS by class.html. Next file, CSS by class.html. Under the internal CSS, today file should go under the internal CSS. CSS by class.html. CSS by class.html. Start from HTML again. And a head section and then a style. After the style, we will go to the body, and then under the body, we can follow some certain division, and we can use a property called class block, or maybe first let me give the ID as a header. ID as a header. Top section of page. Next, which I call class. Class equal to any class name, my block. Right here call my block. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Write n number times. Write one place my block and copy paste many times. Okay, ready? Now let's come up. ID how to create using hash. What is the ID name? Header. Now write some CSS for that. The padding of header. The padding of header 10 pixel or maybe more, 30 pixel. The background of header green color. The color of header white color. The text align of the header adjacent. So under the header, whatever we have written, all are going to come under the center. Now after that, if this file, it will apply only per header. Your remaining division will not have any impact because the CSS is written not for division and paragraph. CSS is written for a ID, those element whose ID is header. Okay, remaining division will not have any impact. Now for remaining division, we have called the property as a class. So we will write the CSS using the class technique, that is using dot. Inside the HTML, you will call ID equal to particular ID, class equal to particular class, and in CSS you will write has ID name and dot class name. Dot used to create the class, ID has used to create the ID. Now my block, what should happen? First, there should be margin from all the side, maybe 1%. Then the width should be supposed 23%. Why? Because we wanted to create 4 block in one line, 4 block in one line. So if you create 4 block in one line, then 25% will come normally. Now 25% will be the width, but in that you have to minus 2% as a margin. So it will come 23%. Now after that, float should be left because it is going to come one after other. After that, background should be some different color, maybe orange color. And next, what should happen is background height. You can add something, height 100 px, 120 px, and check once. So in one line, 4 block will come. Next line, 4 block will come, and this ID my block will get applied those division where we have written class equal to my block. All the places it will get applied where we have written class equal to my block. Hope written. Check now how that appear. 4 block in one line. Upper section, the header we have not given margin. In header also give margin 1%. It will fit equal. It will give equal gap from all the side. So here also we can give margin as a 1%. So what will happen is the division will not look up down. It will not look less width and more width, less gap and more gap from left and right. Left and right gap will be equal for all left and right. The gap will come equal for all. Left and right the gap will be equal for all. And now it's coming properly. Complete 4 block on equal distance from all the side. Inside also, inside we have not gap, outside we have given the gap, right? And in one line total 4 blocks are fitting. Here is the calculation. Width you can give 25% also, but you have to remove the margin property. So since you have given the margin, so up also, down also, left also, right also, it will take 1%. Up down is not going to come under the width while calculating. So up and down we have left. Just we have considered the left and right. 1% margin in the left, 1% margin in the right, and finally it will create the total 4 blocks in one line with the respective background and respective height. Okay. So dot we created for the ID class and hash we created for the ID. Now we need to remember where to use the ID and where to use the class. Both is working here, you can see. Both is working. ID is also working. Class also working. Both is working. But which case we should follow the ID, which case we should follow the class. We can write a single line notes. Running, written.
Sir, in a line, if 3 blocks will be there, what would be the width?
Calculate how much margin you want to give.
if we'll give margin 3%,
So 3% left, 3% right, 6%.
6%.
100 divided by 3, 33.33%. Now 33.33 minus 6%, 27.33 will come.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
The margin is the part of width. So when we calculate the width, we must consider the margin also. If we will not consider the margin, then it will be the out of the block. It will not come in the same line. Okay. So come now to the developer guide. In developer guide, you can copy any section from here. Assume this section is copy and keep there as the example. Example. Okay, hope written example. Now write the ID. When to use the ID, when to use the class. So we can go here in the case of ID and we can write here. We can write here in ID if inside a document like in a document in the sense in a file, if inside a document or if in a okay inside a document is the right sentence. If inside a document one type of design required only one time, only one time, then use the CSS by ID method. In one page, or if inside a document one type of design is required only one time, then use CSS by ID method. Use CSS by ID method. Okay, written. So it says like in one page, one type of design is required only one time, then you have to use the ID method. I'll create a photo, I'll show you what is the condition, what is the scenario. Coming to the next condition, that is called CSS by class name. Here it says like if inside a document document one type of design required many times. Required many times. Then use CSS by class method. Okay, right. Okay, run. Now let me come to the a design. In a design, suppose you have a requirement something. That requirement says design a page where one header will come. That will be in the blue color. And design a another one that will come in different color. Left hand side. Assume this is in the some different color. Now design one more block that may be in different color, and after that certain type of design should repeat again and again. Certain type of design should repeat again and again. So this. So what is saying? It is saying like the rule of our CSS for the ID and class is in one page, one type of design repeat many times. In one page, one type of design repeat many times, then we can follow the class technique. In one page, one type of design required only one time, then we can follow the ID technique. Now suppose this page you need to design. So where you will write the ID and where you will write the class. So it says like, look at the first block. First block is unique completely. That design is only one times. So this should be based on ID. This should be based on ID. Should be based on ID. Now second is also left side is also different. It should also be based on ID. Last is also only one time. That should be based on ID. Because this block is unique block. It is not duplicate again and again. But you can see the middle right side blocks. Right side. This all are duplicate. Like same design is again and again. So what we can follow for this? We'll remember, yes, this kind of scenario whenever it will come, we are going to follow technical class. Okay, so how to create the ID using as, how to create the class using dot. When to use the ID? If in one page one design is one time, then you can use the ID. But in the same page, one design is repeating many times, then you can use the class. Okay, you should use the class, right? Hope you remember this. In one page, one type of design is many times. in one page, one type of design is many times, then we will use the class, and in one page, one type of design is only one time, then we will use the ID. Okay, hope clear. Let's come. Now next technique we have, the next method we have written in the developer guide only. We have next called CSS by ID, CSS by class. There we have written those all. Is here only. CSS by class name you have written. Next method you have CSS by tag group and CSS by parent and child tag. So let's come last, write the create example for last one. That is called how to write the CSS for a child of a particular parent. For the E example we are going to write. So we can create a file CSS parent child.html or parent child css.html, any file name you can give. We'll write the file name CSS or maybe parent child css.html, parent child.html. Okay, css parent child.html. Now come in this file and let's follow something where we can make some tag as a parent tag and some tag as a child tag. Head, style, then follow the body tag again, head, style, and next is for body. Okay, now suppose inside the page UL is the parent tag. ULLI we follow normally. So UL is a tag. It has the LI. So UL become as a parent tag, LI become as a child tag. Now LI also have a child called A tag, href. So UL is a parent, LI is the child, and LI has the A. So A is the last child of the LI, and LI is the child of the UL tag. So in this, if you want to apply the CSS for a tag, then how to apply? Shall we write directly CSS for a tag, or we need to follow some technique? Let's add this menu 3-4 times. Home about us. Technologies. location, market, finance, investment. Suppose these all are the menus we have. E tag we have. E tag has multiple li and all the li is the part of the UL. After writing this, the 3 li you cut from here, you can copy from here and you can paste here after writing one h1 li without parent tag. Just for understanding purpose, we wrote this 3 line in the last. So we'll differentiate. Yes, I'm writing for E tag which A. I'm writing for li tag which li. Okay, once HTML is ready, so HTML is ready. Next, write the CSS for UL tag, directed for UL tag. So in current page, how many places the UL will come? It will apply for all UL. Or better, you can write like this. Not for UL tag. You can write for E tag. E tag. So it should get apply for all the E tag. Color as a red color. Font hyphen size. Font size somewhere 18px. And text decoration none. Underline will get removed. Text decoration none. So this is to remove the underline. And check now, it is applying for all the li, all the A tag or only a specific A tag. Which A tag it's getting applied? All the A tag or a specific tag? It says like for all the A tag. In current page, how many E tag will be there? For all the E tag, it will get applied. Font is 18 and text is red and underline is a none. But we want to apply only those E tag that is under the li. we want to apply this feature, this color text decoration rate and font size and text decoration is none for those e tag that is under the li. So bottom is also li and here also a lia, so it will match. But if we apply one more condition, ul li and then a, then it will not go for the second block. So how to write for that? See, apply the css for those e tag whose parent is li. So what will happen? It will not go for all the A tag. It will go for only those A that A tag is under the li tag. So again, if you want to apply one more level condition, then you can write ul space li. So not all A, only those A that is under the li and li must be under the ul. Now if you run the page, you will find the difference. It will apply only for those child A whose parent is li and li must be under the parent of ul. Clear? Check now. It should apply for only those A that is under the li should be under the ul. So ul become the parent, li become the second parent, and the A becomes the last child. Get here. It's getting applied for only first A tag, not applying for the all the A tag. Now write the next CSS. Follow the parent call ul and then follow the parent child call li. Not all li, only those li whose parent is ul. Okay, only those li whose parent is ul, like those li that is under the ul. So for that, display you follow as a inline, and after that, keep the padding 15 px. So you will find it will get applied for the first level of li, not will go for the second li group. Right? Check now. Only for those li that is under the ul tag. Those li that is out of the ul, there is no any impact on that. Let us come now. We can write some CSS for the ul also. For ul, put the background yellow color, padding 15 px, margin from all the side 0 px. Okay, hope ready. Check now. The ul will appear in the yellow color and li will be under the red color. Right? But below LIs are just like that. There is no any impact on that. Because we have written the CSS for tag only, but conditional. We are addressing to a tag, but those a tag that is under the li, and li must be under the ul. We are addressing to those li that is under the ul. We are addressing to those ul that is in the current document. If any a tag is out of the li, it will not apply. If any li tag is out of the ul, it will not apply. Okay, ready? Hope looks similar or something else. CSS got applied for UL tag for a particular UL, not all the UL. Particular LI, not all the LI. Okay, then we can write the next CSS. For a body tag, you write a CSS margin 0px, margin 0px, gap will get reduced. The gap will get removed completely. Left, right, top, bottom, you have some space. It will get removed completely. Okay, check now. Space got removed completely. Menu become in the same line. So you have given as of now only as a ULLI. It is not only ULLI. The parent child will be based on class. One class will be parent class. Second class will be child class. Okay. So it is very useful technique. Using that, without much modification in your page, you can target to a particular element if you understand the structure. Okay, like how that work. Like suppose in one street there is the three houses, 100 houses. Assume in one street there is 100 houses. Out of 100 houses, there is a three-person whose name is similar, like Ramesh. Out of 100 houses, there is a three house in that there is a duplicate name, like Ramesh. Ramesh is available in the three houses. Now one postman will come with one letter and he is searching for the Ramesh. Which Ramesh he will deliver the letter? He will deliver the letter to those Ramesh whose father is Suresh. Correct? It will not go to all the Ramesh. Same way, CSS also say, I can apply the CSS to particular element, but their parent should be particular. Their parent should be particular. So it is called CSS by parent and child technique. Using that, also Bootstrap is designed, and you are going to write the page further. Okay. Now suppose copy this particular e tag, e block, this block, and paste in your developer guide. Paste that here in the developer guide as an example. CSS by class. Not this is the CSS by parent child. So UL LIA, those A whose parent is LI and LI parent should be UL, then only for the E tag the CSS will get applied, else it will not get applied. Okay, happening. Go next. We can create one more file where multiple tags we create a group and will apply the CSS. That will be called CSS by tag group. If working, then let's go create the next file. Give the file name CSS by tag group. So let's share you this file or content. Many people look like sleeping today. No answer, no reply. Yes, no, if you say working, not working, then we'll understand yes, you are on the track. Okay. I will write the next file CSS by tag group.html. So this way people will not break into their segment wise and then teach you. In one example, people will guide everything. Okay. But in this you have to remember each and every line. If you are active and if you are listening properly. Okay, let us go next. CSS, HTML we can follow. Write the head tag. Follow style again. Now we'll come down here and we'll follow the body again. And suppose in current page we have h1 also as a contact us. Suppose heading is written called contact us. After that paragraph is written. Paragraph is written. That is called some address is written. Next paragraph is written. Next division is written. Assume like division call okay. Next after that you can say you have a tag called assume like h6 tag. Contact at the rate infocampus.co.in. Next, one more, not division. Let's keep as a label tag. Label tag. Okay. Karnataka, India. Now suppose in this page, how many tags we have written? H1, paragraph, division, H6, and label. Okay. Now suppose you have a page in such a way where you have used multiple type of tags, multiple type of element you have used. You have used multiple type of tag, multiple type of elements you have used. And finally we wanted all the elements should look in, all the elements should have a common property. Like suppose font size is bigger, let it be. Text is in the left and right, let it be. It's a bold italic, let it be. You want all the content should be in the red color. Then what you will do? Whichever the tag you want, their content should be red color or any like common feature you want to apply. Then you will group all the tags together and write a common CSS. For example, we have H1, comma, paragraph, comma, div, comma, H6, comma, label, comma. Now this all tags become as a group. This all the tag what we have written, all the tags become as a group. Now for this all the tags, you will write a common property, that is color as a green color and font hyphen style italic. Font style as a italic. So for H1 also paragraph division plus H6 plus label. For this all the tag, the common feature will get applied. That is color will be green color and their font style will be italic. Save now and check once. See, all become a green. Common feature got apply for all. Okay, for working this technique. Now let's come. We'll go to the again developer guide and we'll copy this H1 to till flower bracket open to close, and we can make a note under the CSS by tag group as an example. So how many method came in mind? CSS by tag name. How to write? Here we have the complete syntax. We'll revise once from beginning. CSS by tag name. Whenever you want to write, you have to open the tag. You have to write the name of the tag. Then curly bracket will get open close. Inside property value you will write. And then in current page, how many places you are going to use the particular tag? All the places this property value will get applied. Okay. Next method we have seen CSS by ID. CSS by ID. So in the case of CSS by ID, what we follow is we have followed the property value only, but we have created the manually ID, and before the ID we follow the hash. And for that theory is in one page one type of design is required only one time, then you can use the ID. And ID you will create using the hash. In the case of class, we have written in one page, if what type of design is coming again and again, then you need to follow the class. In the future, your JavaScript will not get fail. It will work in all the cases. So how to create the class? Using dot symbol. Dot and then class name, again flower bracket, property value, open close. Next, we have written CSS by tag group. How to apply the common feature for multiple tag. So for that, again, we have solution. Multiple tags name we can write separated by comma, and after that, inside curly bracket, again you will write the common property value. So this property value will get applied for this all the tags. That is called CSS by tag group. One more method you have CSS by parent and child. So we have to write the CSS for a particular child inside a document. So we have to check for a particular child who is the parent, and then for that who is the parent. So you can apply the first name of the parent, then child name, again child name, then last child name where you want to apply. This is like we wanted to apply to a tag, but in one page there will be multiple a tag, so it should apply for which a tag. So we wrote those a whose li parent is li. So one condition got apply. Again in current page there will be multiple li and a tag, so again problem will come. So we wrote, okay, now apply the css for those a whose parent is li, and li must be under the ul. So two level of you can say condition you applied. It can be 6 7 level of condition, right? After that, based on these 5 methods, we have to create some design, some template, and then we will be more confident. But okay, hope we are ready till here. Go next, and we'll create the next example to understand the next part. Next example, in the sense, we are going to follow the template. We are going to create the template, and we are going to see that. Okay, so come next, create a file in the same internal CSS folder only. Under the internal CSS folder, we'll give a file name called home.html, home.html, home.html. Okay. In home file, let's go follow the HTML and write one head tag and write the style also. The style also. Then follow the body tag and close the body tag also. Then after that, under body tag, you follow again UL and li. For UL will not give any ID as of now. We will write based on the tag group only. UL li and put some menus as a under the ahref. We'll give current file name home.html and we can write here call home. Next 6, 7, 4, 5 links you can add here. We will create those all pages. About.html, login.html, register.html, contact.html, and then service.html. Keep the heading colon about us. Next call login, register, contact us, services. Next we will write the CSS for this. Then we'll create a division below and we'll give for this ID as a banner. ID equal to banner. We have created one. We have put already one photo in current folder for study example. Same photo we will call here. Now go for this and write here. Welcome back. Or maybe you can write here some company name. So suppose I'll write here first inquiry digital media. Just a text I have added. For this we can write some CSS, and for menus we need to write the CSS everywhere. Clear? Hope HTML design is ready. You can run the page. You will see the basic content will come with no look and feel. With no look and feel. In your internal folder, you need to keep one photo. In internal CSS folder, click place one photo. Under internal CSS folder, keep one photo. You can rename as a something 1 2. I have given as a 1. This folder file I sent you 1.jpg. I sent you in a chat. Please download it. Okay, hope HTML is ready. In current folder, you have kept the photo also. Now write the CSS for first for body tag. The background color should be, so background margin should be 0 pixel. So there should not be any gap from any side. Okay, no any gap from any side for body tag. Next, you will write the CSS for UL tag. UL tag, the background of UL should be complete black color. So background of UL is black, fully black. After that, the margin of UL gap from other side 0 pixel. After that, the background is black plus margin is 0 px. Next, after that, the padding of the UL, like a space inside the UL, give similar. Last example we are written somewhere 17 pixel. Okay. Next, after that, text align left is okay. So background, margin, and padding for UL tag. Next, after that, you will write the CSS for li tag. UL space li. The li should come in the same line. Display colon inline and padding colon how much? Similar 17 pixel as you are given for the UL tag. Display inline should come in the same line and padding respective. Next, you need to write the CSS for li. Li you have written, now you have to write for a tag. Here, all will come in one line. Menus will get generated. Next, you have to write a CSS UL space li space a. As we wrote in the last example, color of a tag should be white color and the text decoration, the underline will come by default. Remove that using none property and font hyphen size, keep as a 18 px. It will look like a proper menu. Okay, if something like this, become a menu, navigation.
So for me, it is coming as a block level element, sir. It is not placing one after another in single line. It is coming like a block level for me.
Here, this will have a problem. Or check li is inside the UL or not. Check that first. Li should be the part of UL. First condition. Second condition, if that is okay, then check this line. UL of li. Is it displaying line?
Yeah, it is not in displaying inline, sir. It is showing like a block level elements or one after another.
That's what I'm saying. Your li is under the UL.
Yeah, it's correct. It's under the UL only, sir.
You send me this UL to UL in the chat. Send UL
I,
to UL in chat. UL LIAHREA form. Now send me the CSS code. Send this 3 lines, these 3 blocks, this much of CSS. I've highlighted those much of CSS. Send in my chat. You have written UL, background black, margin 0 px, padding 17 px, ULLI, DIS, display spelling is wrong.
okay, thank you, sir.
Display spelling is wrong.
Thank you, sir. No, it is printing perfect, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so let's go next. So this menu is ready. Now inside the menu, apply one small effect. When your mouse will touch the UL and LI, then one hover effect will happen. UL LI colon hover, HOVER, UL LI colon hover. When you move your mouse on LI, then what should happen? Background of LI should convert into yellow color. Yellow color. Or maybe some other color, red color, green color, whichever the color you want. Just check it. Once your mouse will touch the li, ul space li colon hover, ul space li colon hover, continuous, okay, without any space. Okay, hope written ul space li colon hover. So once your mouse will touch any li, see it converting into green color. For li, the padding should be 1 pixel more. Here in ul li 17 pixel we are given, convert into 19 pixel. Padding is a 19 pixel under the li. It will cover the full block. It will cover the full block. Okay, it covers the full block. Next, when the cursor is going to the li tag, see here, when the cursor is going to the here, now it will cover the full width. Hold on, so loading. So when the cursor will go, it will cover the full block, top, bottom, left, right, everywhere. It cover properly. Next, at the same time, when the cursor will come here, it should convert into pointer. You can write here cursor colon point. Cursor colon pointer. When the cursor will go there, it will convert into pointer symbol. When the cursor will touch the li, it will convert into pointer symbol. Okay, so as soon as the cursor will go, convert into pointer. Now we can write the CSS for banner. So let's go right here. The CSS for banner is a hash. So we can write hash banner. Inside that, height of this banner should be suppose 250 pixel and width will be 100% by default. Put padding also. So left, right, top, bottom, there will be some gap. Text align center. Text align will be as a center. Then font size. The content you displayed there, their font size should be little bigger. As a font size, how much? 40 px or 50 pixel. So font will come big size. Color of the text, put in the green color. Green color will happen. The font will come in the 50 pixel size. It will come in the center and the color will be green. We can check this much first. Then we'll set background as a image. Okay, check now how that look. So here is the output. Text is coming in the big font size. Now background of the text should be as an image that we have seen yesterday. So we can write here background hyphen image colon URL, and in that you give the name of the photo like 1.jpg or whichever the file name you have, photo name. Then how image should cover how much, full width or half width. So for that we have a property background hyphen size as a 100%. That meaning total height, that is 100 to 50, and the total width whichever is there 100%. So your photo, what is going to come as a background image, it will cover the full height and full width of the banner, and then it will look cross color. Background will be photo and the text will be as a content of the banner. banner CSS I can share with you. CSS banner code, your chat. Let us check once. See, background is coming in the image. Background is the image. Text is on the top. And then this is like the menu. Something like this. Height look like more. We can reduce the height 200. Only 200 height and 100 is padding 100. Okay, so this must look better. Try this, please confirm. Banner is coming or not coming. See, the CSS is the art. You must have to write it. If you are writing, then only it will be clear. If you will not write, then it will not be clear. In group, I will share some photos in some time. Follow that. Try working on that.
Shriram, can you just once please explain that background size part, that logic you explained?
Height of banner you are given 200
Correct.
and 100 pixel you are given padding.
Mm-hmm.
So it will take 100 pixel from top and 100 pixel from bottom. So 200 is height and padding is 200. Total how much? 400 now. So total height becomes a 400. And in that 400, you are setting one image as a background. Okay, the image can be a small image also, big image also.
Correct.
So how much area of the background should cover? Suppose image is a small image, then what will happen? It may not cover also, image will get repeat. Okay, so in that case, we says total whatever the height we have and width we have, the background should cover full width. So for that you wrote this line. Background size 100%, meaning total width and total height. Total width and total height of the banner, whatever is generating, that will get covered by image, the background. It will not write that line. If image is a small size, it will not cover the full width. Background size property it will not write, and in case your image is a small size image, it will not cover the full width, so that will look very odd. So for that purpose we are given background is a
Okay.
okay. Then see you tomorrow. I will share you this file.